Today we're looking at what might be the most well-rounded artifacts deck that I've ever put together, and that's because this thing does everything. Everything from life gain to removal to just absolute go wide beat down devastation. But if you like artifacts, you came to the right place today. What's going on, everybody? Let's jump in and talk about this beautiful Naya artifacts list, man. This thing does so many different things. So we're going to go ahead and start from the bottom and work our way up here. But we got Teething Wormlets, Gallic Readers, and Yotian Dissident. All three of these creatures are going to benefit from creatures or artifacts entering the battlefield, and they're going to be growing with 1/1 counters every single turn, but they're also going to be gaining us life. And then Gallic Readers is going to be spitting out treasures occasionally for us, which works really good with the stimulus package, which we saw yesterday an opponent ran against us, where the stimulus package comes down, gets us 2 treasures, we sack a treasure, it brings us a citizen token, which triggers the Gallic Readers to then get another treasure, and it just causes this infinite loop where our creatures are going to be growing over time with artifacts entering the field. Not to mention we have Skrell's Hive, which spits out artifacts every single turn with these little mites that it's going to generate. And because we're spitting out so many treasure tokens, creature tokens, we're going to be looking to do the Mondrak package where we're going to be doubling those tokens over time. Not to mention we have a Wincon and Skitterbeam Battalion, which comes in and copies itself with tokens. It's going to copy itself a few more times with a Mondrak on the field, winning you the game pretty much on the spot. And then we've got really big over the top Wincons like Portal and Cityscape Leveler. This thing, like I said, guys, does it all from life gain to removal to just absolute stomp and the end game. But I know you guys are going to enjoy this one. We're going to jump right into the games. Before I do that, just want to say we do post videos 5 days a week. So if you guys enjoy the content, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe. All that stuff helps out an absolute ton, and I would greatly appreciate it. With that being said, though, enjoy the video, and we'll see you at the end. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing some Naya artifacts / Naya tokens. Playing our favorite card, of course, Mondrak, one of my favorites of all time. We got Gallic Readers, though. We got Stimulus Package. You know, a 2-card combo we saw yesterday that I had to get back to trying. We did actually make a deck just like this one in the past. It actually looks very similar to the one we had in the past, but we've got some new toys like Mondrak. We got the White Suns Twilight. We've got Skrell's Hive. So I wanted to revisit this deck and see if it's gotten any more powerful, and I believe it has, to be honest, and it was already really, really good. So I'm really excited about today's video, man. Should be a great time. Opponent gets to go first, though. We don't love that. It's all good, though. I'm going to get down the Gallic Readers into a Teething Wormlet. Stimulus Package will then come online, which creates almost an infinite loop for the Gallic Readers to just keep creating more tokens and gaining more life for us. So we'll keep this. Of course, this is all barring that the opponent doesn't interact and destroy our stuff, which we've been running into a little bit here and there. A lot of kill spell stuff, but... All right, Jukai Naturalist. Gonna unfortunately have to let that do its thing for a few turns to attack and get the mana. Them going first helped them a lot, I'm sure. Jukai Naturalist probably gonna get them like a Halana this next turn, which is pretty tough to compete with, but we should be able to grow almost as fast. Especially if we can find a Dissidence, that would be nice. All right, we might even see the Planeswalker come down here. No, it's Halana. Okay. At least with Halana, they don't get any value right away, which is good. All right, we've only got 1 turn we can do here, which is the Teething Wormlet. Or I can get a little bit more creative here and Seed of the Empire on the Halana. Do we want to do that, though, or do we want to get going on this? I feel like we should probably get going on this, yeah? Yeah, I feel like we should because yeah, gaining us life, getting us bigger, it's all good stuff, but also gets us to a bigger Skitterbeam Battalion sooner. So I do wish the Gallic Readers treasures didn't come in tapped. That's like the biggest downside to the card. If they can come in untapped, we can do a lot more with this deck, but it's all good here. We got another attack coming from the Naturalist for 4. They got 4 mana to work with. Now we might see Arlen come down. Oh, it's a Johnny. A Johnny's a problem, actually, because a Johnny's going to give 1/1 counters to the Halana. 3 of them. Yikes. Making it a 5/6. Okay. That's not good. That is very bad. Okay, so we're gonna have to make some chump blockers here. All right, that's gonna have to be the plan here. Making chump blockers. Let's go ahead and sacrifice a treasure real quick. We get a citizen, we create another treasure. And we have death touch now, which is really good. But man, there's nothing we can do about a Johnny at the moment. I do have the ability though to play out a Skitterbeam Battalion next turn, which can go wide enough to obviously run a Johnny over. Do we have 9 though? Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite. Not quite 9. This is going to be a war, man. This is going to see who can get bigger faster. I mean, Halana being 5'6", I'd argue they're in a pretty good spot here. Here comes the naturalist for 9/9. Big yikes. Now we've got to ask ourselves here, like, do we want to kill it with the wormlet or just chump block? You know what I mean? I think though it's just a chump block for now. I need the wormlet to kind of keep going for us here. All right, no trample, no problem. Burn down the house to create 3 1/1s with haste. Sack the treasure. Create another treasure. Ooh, Cityscape Leveler. Don't mind if I do. Autopay. You gone. All right, we're in it, guys. We're in it. Cityscape Leveler just literally saved our hide here. We're gonna create another treasure here. Boom. And we attack in. Well, we can't really attack in now with the devils, huh? Because the devils will then cause an effect where they throw 1/1s at both my Gallic Readers in here. But then I could get crafty though. I could then stimulus package, creating another citizen, and then giving Gallic Readers a +1. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got to kill a Johnny, man. Gotta kill a Johnny. I didn't expect that. That's pretty interesting. That's a block I definitely did not expect. But it makes sense because they have 3 fireballs. They're gonna throw them at the oh, at the 1/1. What? Why at the 1/1? Okay. Very confused why they threw it at the 1/1 there instead of the Gallic Readers, but I guess because they probably knew that we were going to stimulus package, but it's all good. We'll probably take the 9 here. Not too concerned about that.
Join us.
I'm not going to lie though. Very, very cool on the opponent here to play that the way they did. All right, Cityscape Leveler is dead, but it can come back, of course, with haste at some point in this game. Not to mention we do have the battalion. Whenever it dies, look at the top 5 cards of your library. May reveal a creature card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. Okay, so they get a creature card when that thing dies. Noted. They can't attack with the naturalist unless they want to trade. Yeah, I didn't think they would. All right, here we go. Oh, another Cityscape Leveler. Let's go. 5. Let's do that. Let's do it. 1/1 counter. Treasure. 2 life. And when they see the Cityscape Leveler, they're going to be pretty annoyed, I would imagine. Let's send all 3 of these in to the opponent's Johnny, taking care of it permanently. I would imagine they're going to make some blocks here. Yep, they do. They're looking for a creature off the top of their deck now because of the upstart here. All right, and we've got how much mana here? 6, 7, 8 on board, about to be 9. So we've got more than enough for a leveler to come down and start making some noise again. Alana back on the field. You hate to see it. All right. Swing through with the 11-11. They get more mana to work with. Jump here. Sack the treasure. We get another treasure, another citizen. Perfect. We keep these chump blockers coming, man. Just keep them coming. And Halana, they're highlighting their own Halana here. They've got 1 mana to work with here. Is it another bushwhack? It is. Okay, so they decide they want to fight. Well, that wasn't very smart. Yeah, that was a big oops on the opponent here. That was not very wise of them. All right, so we were able to take advantage of the stimulus package here, and then that should honestly win us the game. That was quite the mistake here. We get another cityscape leveler in, which does in fact kill their naturalist, and we're at 23 still. We weathered some heavy storms here, man, for this to have gone the way it did. All right, we get this in. And I'm always creating the treasure here because I always need something for the stimulus package to hit. Because of that reason, man. That little combo where we can just surprise block or attack, whatever it may be. But man, that was so clutch. That was so clutch. All right, we stack the treasure. Good game. Good game, man. Holy cow. I was really nervous in the beginning because they had a very fast start there. That was going really, really well for them. So... all right, surprisingly that wasn't very close. I was gonna say close one there, but that really wasn't. Somehow we ended out with, like, without losing any life. How is that possible? That didn't seem like that would have been possible. All right, we got a great start here, man. The mana's fast enough that we can get down our 1 and 2 drops on curve. Going first too. This is gonna be very hard for the opponent to beat here. All right, an 0-1. It does some stuff though. 1-0 for each counter on it. Whenever it enters the battlefield, put an oil counter or an artifact to control the graveyard. Okay, got it. Gonna have to pass the turn here. It's a little bit of an investment to get that hive down, and then we'll go with the dissident next turn, and we'll be off to the races here. The problem being though, the harvester. Yikes. Okay, harvester can kill the wormlet, which you hate to see. You hate to see it. Okay. No attacks. Let's see what creatures they take out here with the harvester. You got to imagine they're going to though. If they don't, I'd be pretty happy because they're not going to get another chance at it. Not with both the dissident and the wormlet both going off here. You're not going to get another shot. Ugh, okay. Bummer. Wow, they're swinging. Okay. You let the wormlet live a little too long. You flew too close to the sun. And now you're going to pay. Now you're going to pay. Send these both through. Got the toxic. And an anvil. Okay, so that's a lot of damage that we're not going to be able to do much about, man. Them sacrificing these artifacts and whatnot. That gets them a land, right? These are the top 2 cards in your library. Choose one of them until the end of the next turn. You can play it. Okay, they get another anvil. They get it until next turn, though. So they leave back the harvester this time. No blocks. It's only sorcery speed, though. They plan on blocking with it? What's the deal with that? All right, we're definitely going to grow this because if we can avoid the dissident dying and the wormlet, we're in good shape. All right, we're going to go ahead and stimulus package up here. It's going to be a few more treasures here, which does grow the dissident to a 4/4. Now, we have a question to ask ourselves here, which is, do we want to send in either one of these to be double blocked? Not really, right? So we're going to just take one more turn here just to send in a couple of these toxic artifact creatures and hopefully get to the point where we can get that lifelink. Okay, or just do that. That's fine too. All right. Now we do have a White Sun's Twilight as well, which is super helpful because it's life gain, you know what I mean? So 3, 4, 5, we could end up using it to sweep the board, but I don't think that's necessarily what we want to be doing here. We don't want to be sweeping our own creatures here because we've got the advantage right now. So We're just going to use it to go for 4 here, gain a little bit of life. Try to get to the point where we can maybe even toxic out the opponent. You know what I'd love to see here would be a Mondrak. Mondrak would be pretty good. And by the way, this is like a double the life gain because of the Wormlet being on the field, so it's pretty clutch. And we do in fact get the Mondrak down here. Okay. Let's do it. I don't love it, but we're gonna do it because we are gonna double up on the tokens, which could mean a lot. That is a risky play though. I did just go for quite a risky play because of how much damage I took to play it, and then not to mention how much life we have now. So I am going to send in the non-blockables. We're going to leave back everything that can block though for now. Just trying to buy time for this White Sun's Twilight here. Like I said, it's going to be a gain 8 life situation. All right, this thing has trample, which is pretty frustrating. All right, so they lose another construct, but they're going to keep getting 2 every turn because they've got double the anvils. Now, the anvils can deal 2 damage that we can't deal with at the moment. So we go to 3. We go to 2 because of the hive. Got to keep all of this in mind here. They're going to attack with the fuseling, I would imagine, right? Oh, that's another anvil. Oh boy, another anvil. We might have gotten a little too greedy by playing the Mondrak here. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. And let's see how they attack. This is gonna be kind of everything here on how they decide to do this. All right, so they send in the fuseling. We're gonna have to make some blocks here. I don't love that we're losing the dissident here, but I feel like it's necessary. Yeah, it's a necessary loss. It's unfortunate, but we have to do it. All right, here we go. Here's where things start to get fun though. We do have Mondrak on the field, and I did go for the absolute greed play in order for us to survive, and it works out. So let's do it. Let's go for 4 here. And we got ourselves a nice situation. We gain 8 off of this. Or no, we gain more than that because the Mondrak creates another 4. So yeah, a lot more than 8. Okay, perfect. Let's just leave Mondrak back. We don't have, I mean, we could take damage to give it indestructibility, but there's really no reason to send it in. It's a good blocker. So let's send in the 6/6 and the 1/1s and see how they answer. All right, fair enough. Anvil sacks a couple of these constructs. And we're at 15 right now with Mondrak back to block the Harvester. And again, next turn, double the amount of artifact tokens that we're going to get here, which means that we're going to gain even more life. And we do have the Might Stone Weak Stone, which can -5/5 on something, opening up the lane a little bit more for an attack. Because once these attack too, next turn, we're going to get that life link attached to them with all the toxic that we're going to have on the opponent. We're not out of the woods yet by any means, man, but we are in a better spot for sure. Maybe we should look to draw cards though. I don't know. I don't quite know how I want to do this. They skip their attack step altogether, which is good for us. They're looking at Mondrak though. We don't like that. Only 1 mana though to go. I don't think they're going to have anything that can kill Mondrak for this turn. Yep, my turn. All right, cool. Give me something good, man. I need something good here off the top. Gain 2. That's pretty good. All right, let's get this down. That'll allow us to play the Cityscape Leveler next turn, I would imagine. Do we draw 2 cards here? Yeah, we probably draw 2 cards here. I don't think we want to worry too much about what the opponent's doing on their side. We should probably focus on us. Skitter being Battalion is solid because we get double the tokens. This is going to be good, guys. This is going to be really, really good. Send everything but these two. Keep doing our thing, man. Now we're going to start getting lifelink off the Toxic if they don't block all of these, which I don't think they can. They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can block 7 of these. Yep, so they're taking 3, which is enough for us to get the Toxic to a level where we're getting the corrupted. And then we probably just win next turn if I'm being honest, because we could go Cityscape Leveler, but I think what I'm going to end up doing here is just going with the Battalion for 9, and then if we have enough though, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we have enough. Go with the Battalion for 9 and then just try to attack in. Gonna gain a lot of life off the Battalion coming into. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, for some reason in my stomach I'm still a little bit nervous about this one, man. You know, the Anvils have a way to grind, man, an absolute grind fest where it's hard to compete because it's a lot of damage that you just can't do anything about. They're just tapping away and pinging you. But I feel good with 12 life. I don't think there's a way they can get us for 12 here. You never know though. I'm not counting my chickens yet till they hatch, you know what I mean? All right, here we go. Looks like we're good. Just full send here. I think that's the plan. Full send, ladies and gentlemen, full send. And we double up on the tokens. We double up on the life gain. Oh my goodness, so much life. Dude, Teething Wormlet single-handedly won us that game. This card is nuts in this build, man. My goodness. That was just crazy. All right, I will admit, arguably, probably didn't play the beginning of that game very smart. We took some risks, that's for sure. That Mondrak play had me on my edge of my seat, man. I thought we had lost the game because of it, but glad that worked out. I get to go first. It's scary, I can't lie. It's a very scary keep here. I've got a great start, but with no artifacts to back them up, they're just a couple of 1/1 and, you know, just 1/1s. So hopefully we can find the artifacts to back up what we got here. All right, what do we got here? 1 mana blue. It's gonna be, yeah, consider. I'm like corrupted. What is the word? It was consider. So we know what we're up against. We're up against mono blue. Fun. So everything we're gonna play from this point going forward, probably getting countered. Hopefully the Wormlets can get the job done. It's whenever artifacts enter the battlefield, not when we cast them. So we're not actually getting the value off the Wormlets unless we actually resolve the artifacts onto the field, which is going to be the problem. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I could use it. Essence Scatter, make disappear. Oh my goodness. You're saying there's a chance, ladies and gentlemen. You're saying there's a chance. Impulse. Impulse, huh? All right. Anything that resolves now, anything is either going to be an artifact straight up or it's going to be a creature creating a treasure. So no matter what happens here, we should be generating some power off these Wormlets. Okay. Let's give this up. Or do we give this up? Whichever one I play first is getting countered. I kind of want the Dissident to come down because it's just a lot more power, a lot quicker. And I think just beating them down as fast as possible is going to be the play here. Fading Hope, huh? And a counter spell or what? No? Impulse? Make disappear? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right. All right. So they found a make disappear. They clearly didn't have it before, so they drew into that. That's pretty good. And there's a terror. Okay. Only 1 mana to go though. Can't be too much to stop us from playing another Gala Greeters here, which is good. And if we can get another Yotian, that would be pretty silly, but be pretty awesome. I don't think we can beat Mono Blue, man, in this spot at least. It just feels like they've got us here. They've already countered such a clutch card from us. And it's my fault. I mean, I ran into that Make Disappear, but I just assumed they didn't have it because of the plays prior. Oh, hold on. Hold on. This could be good. This could be good, guys. A second Gala Greeters and a Fading Hope for this one. That's fine. We don't love it, but it's fine. We're going to get down to Skrelv's Hive here. This is going to be really, really good because at every turn now we're going to be getting this artifacts and growing our wormlets. You guys saw how good it was last game. Not to mention Gala Greeters treasures. No blocks. We eat the 5. We don't love that, but we eat it. It's all good. Another terror. Wow. All right, we need to find the stimulus package so we can start making those chump blocks, man. That's the thing. Go treasure for now. Oh ho ho, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a problem. A good problem. All right. And I don't have a reason to attack in with the Might. And I don't have any good blocks, unfortunately. So we're going to have to think about this for a second. But, oh, how annoying. How annoying. Man, those terrors. Why do they have to have 3 of them? All right. No blocks. Gonna take 15. I hate that. But you know what? We're going to have to take it. Because these are going to gain Death Touch very soon. And that's the real key here is we got to get that Death Touch. Gosh, my eyes, it messed up. Okay. Give me the Hive. Opponent clearly has some interaction here on this turn. Could be Thirst for Discovery, though, to draw a bunch of cards. Who knows? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know how we're going to get out of this one. We have a great hand, but with 3 mana and then them holding priority right now, it's creating kind of an issue. That's pretty sweet. We'll start things off with the second Gala Greeters here. It does in fact resolve. Just gain 2 life here. And Mondrak. And this gets countered. Oh, it's Thirst for Discovery. Let's go. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. All right, we send this in. And we leave back some blocks here. Okay, we're in a good spot now because we have 2 Death Touch Wormlets right now, which they don't want to run the terrors into, I would imagine, but who knows? They might be mad lads and just send it. I hope not, because if they don't send it, then I'm even in a better spot, because if I can keep the Wormlets, that's just way more life gain every turn. I mean, we got everything resolved on the board. It's starting to look a little more promising, I can't lie. I don't know. We might be okay. And we just lost. How sad, man. How sad was that? We literally were like this close. This close. My goodness. Of course they had the Swirling Mist. Oh, what a... That was brutal. Man, I'm still in a little bit of shock, I'm not gonna lie. That was so annoying, to say the least. Cannot believe that just happened to us, man. All right, well, we got a Skrelv's Hive, we got a Gala Greeters, we got a good start. Let's go. Shake that one off, man. That's crazy. Is this mono red? It does, in fact, look like it from the sleeves, but you never know. All right, couple of really big expensive creatures. I do have the ability, though, to get treasures every turn, which does get us there, you know, twice as fast, which is cool, but taking damage from the Hive every turn against mono red doesn't feel very good. No play on turn 2, though. How odd is that? Does that mean we're going to be... Yeah, they have a burn spell. That's unfortunate. Galagreater's gonna die. I really need it to stay on the field though. Yeah, it's dead. It's long gone. All right, bummer. Play with fire. Turn 3, if they still say no play here, that's so weird. Urabrask's Forge. Okay. Okay. All right, I like that off the top. Let's get this in for 1, and then I say we double down on all the hives here. I don't love the idea of doubling down on the hives just because of the damage we're taking, but if we can get to this toxic, man, if we can get to toxic 3 this next turn, everything's gonna have lifelink, and that could make a big difference. All right, that's a lot of damage we just took there. Brutal. All right, down to 9. Got the toxic that we need to get that life link. And then what do we do here? Do we Ganjo something away just to save us some life total here? We might need to. Or we could just get down some battalions for blocks. There's a lot of things we could do here. Maybe just get the battalion in for blockers. I know we could have swung in with those at haste, but it didn't seem like a really smart idea to me because I was more thinking defensive here. I don't really care about dishing them damage right now. I'm more worried about getting my life total back to a healthy spot here because mono red with the, you know, warfare and the forge on the field is a scary thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nowhere near the leveler just yet, but I do have the stimulus package, so there's a chance. There is a chance. Another forge. Okay. Okay. 1 other card in hand. What's it gonna be? A lightning strike for 4. Ouch. Okay. And a 3/1 and a 1/1. So the 1/1 we block easy. I guess we absorb the 3 as well as much as we can because we don't want to take that damage. Going to 1. All right, let's gain 4 here. They go to 7. Mondrak is a good body to block with, and it gets us some more tokens. I don't know. It's coming down to this. Can we poison them out, or are they going to burn us out? It's going to be down to this last card that they top decked here. I got 2 good blockers in front that can handle the forges, but I can't handle much more than that. Okay, I think we win. Look at that, man. Look at that. I was really worried about this one, too. All right, we handled this one, I think, pretty well. Let's go. Clutch. Absolutely clutch. Let's go, dude. Mono red. Oh, I thought we were in trouble, man. I thought we were in trouble. What a game. Sure, I'm happy. I am so happy we won that because I did not want to lose the mono blue back to back to mono red. That is not happening today, my guy. Oh man, what do we have now? We've got a go second play with the Galagreaters. It's always scary to go second, man. I mean, even if you have your good spells like your Galagreaters and your Yotian, because removal, I mean, even if it's mono red, as you've seen, you know, play with fires and stuff like that, and it is again mono red. Yikes. We might, man, I would say we might want to build up to like White Sun's Twilight Sweep here, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. We're not going to be able to get to 7 mana before we're dead. There's no shot. So we do have to play out the Galagreaters and maybe play the life gain and just hope they don't have the burn spells for it. They did just waste a play with fire on the face to get more damage. So you never know. We might be able to keep them alive a little while. And thank goodness we got an on-tap land there. I was worried about that. I was like, if we have to wait till turn 3, that could be a problem. All right, moment of truth. Lightning strike to the face. That's huge. We need that. We needed that. That was not the place. Face was not the place there on that one. We go to 10. Oh, baby. Okay. what do we do first? Do we go... Go here? I don't know if it's Wormlet first or the Galagreeters, but I think it's Galagreeters. Okay, so gain 2. Wormlet comes in. Tap the treasure. Gain 2. We go back to 15. We're looking money now. This is money. Money in the bank, man. Too much life gain. Now, is face to place again, or are you gonna learn your lesson? Too late. They ran out of burn spells. Let's go, baby. That's fine. Have your little 4 damage attack. We're gonna gain all of that back easily next turn. No blocks. Pathetic. Okay, let's go Yotian and some treasure tokens. 1/1 counters on our boys over here, the Galagreeters. Yotian. Gain 2 life. Gain 2 life. Probably should have done that the other way around, huh? Yeah, we could have ended up with more 1/1 counters there. Tough. All right, yeah, we messed that up. All good though. We're back to 18. They're down to 16. You would think we're the mono red player. Let's go. And then White Sun's Twilight for 4 next turn, because you guys know the drill. We can't really go for 5, because if we do, we sweep our own board, and we can't have that. We're gonna be, our whole board's gonna be absolutely massive though. We get 4 of these bad boys in, 4 life gain. Galagreeters and Yotian both grow significantly. All right, you can have all that damage. I bet that feels good, don't it? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, bang, boom. Get them all in. All right, 1/1 counter. Tap treasure token. 2 life. Get a counter. Tap treasure token. 2 life. And then what do we do here? Let's just go ahead and pump up the Galagreeters, yeah? They are the win cons here, essentially. Keep spreading out the love here. Spreading out the love. And we're at 18. Just kidding, we're at more than that. You guys can have some love. All right, there it is. There's the scoop. The opponent's like, okay, I've seen enough. Chill. Daddy, chill. All right, we'll chill. Very happy. Thank you for asking. That's going to conclude today's video, guys. We're going to be back again here, of course, next week for another 5 videos. But before I leave here and get out of here, I did want to say just a couple of things, if you didn't mind sticking around here with me for a moment. I just wanted to say that I wanted to bring light to the fact that this week has been absolutely phenomenal for this channel. A lot of things have happened over the last few days, last 2 weeks. I don't know if you guys know, but we were actually featured on the Magic the Gathering Arena's official YouTube channel. If you guys don't know that, go on over and check that video out. It's a lot of fun. We did an Esper Blink deck, but that was a big moment for me in what is this long journey and road that we've been on. It was a big milestone for us to hit, so just wanted to say thank you for that, because you guys are the reasons that those types of things happen on this channel. You know, your guys' support, the love you guys show on the videos, all the views you guys have been giving me. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about is this week we've had a little bit of an uptick. Not anything crazy or drastic, but we've had a pretty noticeable uptick in the views, subscribers, things like that. So I just wanted to say thank you, truly from the bottom of my heart, to everybody who's enjoying the content and watching out there. And if you made it this far, as always, I want to say a special thank you as well, because it helps a ton, all that watch time stuff. It means the world to me. So just thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. We're showing real signs of growth. We've kind of overcome this sort of plateau we were on for a little while, and it means a lot. It really does, and I just want to say thank you and just show my appreciation to you guys, because you guys are the reason that this works and it gets going. You know what I mean? So thank you for that, and much appreciated. And lastly, special shout out, I didn't forget about you guys, the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob's the membership program on this channel. So these people help support the channel beyond just viewing. They actually help monetarily every month by helping support the channel with the membership. So I just want to say thank you, especially to the Mardu Mob at the end of every video. just give them a huge shout out and thank you for what they do for me, man. I appreciate you guys as well. And if you guys don't know, the Marty Mob is the memberships. It's the join button right down below next to the subscribe button if you want to learn about that. But thank you guys for that. And yeah, just shout out to you guys, man. Huge shout out to you guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for making this dream, you know, a reality. And we'll see you guys back here again next week for some more bangers. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.